So one time I did try to write a book for adults, and I do, I read a lot of kids' books. I also read books by Charles Dickens, and I was reading what I think is maybe his greatest book, Bleak House. And I was like, you could have a lot of fun with this book. And actually, people don't realize this, Dickens was having a lot of fun. He tells little jokes and stuff. And I was like, I want to tell crazy jokes. And so I wrote this book I thought it was going to be for adults. And it was going to have this lady, Milady Luggertuck. And the joke was going to be that, kind of like Charles Dickens does sometimes, every time we mentioned her, we would never call her or Milady. Every time we mentioned her, we would use the whole name, Milady Luggertuck, over and over and over again. So already I was veering into territory that was too silly for adults. So anyway, Milady Luggertuck had a couple paragraphs, and all of a sudden, Horton Halfpot, the kitchen boy, shows up. And he just stole the book. He showed up in the first chapter, and he stole the book. It became Horton Halfpot's book. He got the title. He stole the title from Milady. So it became Horton Halfpot, and Milady Luggertuck ended up getting the subtitle, is all she got. And she ended up being sort of the comic relief in the book. And Horton Halfpot became the star, and he took it over. And quickly it became obvious, this is a book, it's too awesome for adults. It's got to be a kid's book. There's pirates running around, and they're shipless pirates. Their ship got sunk. So now they're mad, they're on foot, and they want money real bad so they can buy a new ship. There's a bunch of crazy people running around. There's this crazy detective who actually has no idea what's going on. There's Milady Luggertuck and her evil son, Luther Luggertuck. There's just every crazy thing I could think of just shoved into this castle. I kept having new ideas. It's a big castle, so there's room to shove everything I could think of into this castle. And so it's just this castle that's exploding with crazy stuff and pickles. There's pickles flying all over the place. So that's my book. And you can see adults wouldn't read something like that. They wanted to read the boring version, So that had to be a kid's book.